I finally figured it out, guys. Like, I feel like I just figured out the reason why people quit fashion and designing. For example, I've been sewing for like the past 3 years, and most times I see people say things like, Omo, I can't continue this work, I can't do it alone. And as a fashion tutor and also as a fashion designer, I try to research sometimes to know the reason why people leave this industry. You know the reason why after sometimes they are not just there, they don't want to do it alone. Why is it that once people get married, they start having children, the next thing they want to do is that they want to leave this business. They don't want to do it again. It's too stressful. They are willing to give it up. I figured out that if this business was actually worth it, like it's something that is giving them money, they won't quit. So the problem is that we fashion designers, we tailors, we people that are actually sewing, we do not know the right way to max out money from the business that we are doing. We do not understand that there's a difference between sewing and business and running a business. So most people are so into the sewing parts. You like delivering for your customer, you like delivering for your clients, and that's just it. You don't understand that this thing that you're doing is actually a business. So the number one thing that I've realized that make people to actually leave this fashion and designing is that they don't have steady income. Now, let me give you an example. As a fashion designer, you do not understand that there is a way you're supposed to market your business. When I started my business newly, I would sew clothes and then I will post it online. I didn't understand that there's what we call distribution in business. Now, let me give you an example. Let's say, for example, you have a farmer in a farm or in a village, and the farmer is cultivating tomatoes, for example, and then he had a good harvest. He had good tomatoes, everything is nice. And guess what? After he harvested the tomatoes, he kept it in his farm. And then maybe he just decided that, you know what, let me just take this picture and send to one client that I have. Let me see what he would say. There's another farmer in the same village that had a harvest. The farmer had good tomatoes, for example, and then he carried it, called all the clients, got help from people, took it to all the nearby markets where people can actually get it. Who do you think is going to sell fast? Who do you think is going to sell faster? Most tailors do not understand the importance of distribution. That is why you can actually find someone, a tailor that is serious on TikTok, and they don't have Instagram account. I've gotten a client from YouTube, but people will be like, how will people